Hey guys, welcome to another episode of MaameMondays. Woohoo! So it's late at night, so gotta turn the lights on, bare face, in the nightgown, what I'm saying. But today I just wanted to just say thank you for all my new subbies, first of all, and thank you guys for following and everything. If you guys have been following me, MaameMondays are something I do where about every Monday I come and I kind of share my testimony or give my advice, or like something inspirational, or maybe like a question someone asked me and I was just answering it. So it's kind of like a Ask Mame Monday. Mom may give you guys some insight about her life. Maybe it might help your life type of thing. So that's just the whole gist of Mame Monday. And I'm praying for consistency, y'all. Like, pray for me to be consistent with these videos. Monday, so we have Mame Monday, Beauty and a Budget Wednesdays, and Fit Fridays, and maybe like a vlog or something in between. But that's just the gist of it. Let me just get into it. So this Monday I'm gonna be just sharing my walk with Christ with you guys, where I am currently, where I hope to go, and things like that. Sorry, the light is just like glistening in my face, like, sis. Okay, so I rededicated my life to Christ this Sunday. Can we get an amen? Oh, insert sound, if I can find it. But yeah, so I rededicated my life to Christ this Sunday, and let me just give you guys like I guess a little background spiel of my walk with Christ so far. So like growing up, I was really, I would say, active in the church, just been about God, all that good stuff, and I'm not the type of person to like, I don't like partying, drinking, all that stuff anyway. So it just seemed to work out, so I was seen as this like Christian girl, like Christian holy art thou, can't do no wrong type of girl. I came into college my freshman year. I took like a year of guys. I was not talking to no guys. I was all about God. I didn't want to see guys. Like I'm just like, look, freshman year I went to like youth camps. Like I was on fire for God. Like I was like, yes, Jesus, 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 Jesus. And then sophomore year came and everything just kind of, like I went from Jesus, Jesus, Jesus to like sin, 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 like literally. I met someone and it just kind of, it kind of took a toll on my Christian life. And just to emphasize, and that's why I feel like it's really important to be equally yoked and to be with someone who's kind of on the same level as you are in your Christian walk of life. Because if you get someone who's like a level 1 and you're like, let's say you're level 8, most likely he's gonna pull you down versus you're gonna pull him up, because that stuff can be really dangerous. And I heard a bunch of stuff like people say stuff like that, and I would give advice to people on that, like like be with someone, you guys in a headspace, equally yoked, all about Jesus together. And yeah, there are certain circumstances, but I'm talking about like my circumstance. It didn't work out. I was down the drain, literally. So yeah, so that kind of was created a spiral for my Christian walk, my walk with Christ and stuff like that, because I was doing things that I was supposed to do, and I'll feel guilty about going to God about it, and a bunch of stuff. And that kind of seeped through my junior year, and then I found, I was like, enough is enough. Like I need to get my life together type of thing, and I got into fitness. So then like now all I was thinking about is fitness. Like, I wasn't doing the stuff I was doing anymore. I was in the gym all the time, and like the gym literally consumed my life. Like it still does. Like all I think about is like, gym, school, I wouldn't have time to pray. I wouldn't have time to read my Bible because I went to the gym. Like I would kid you not, like I spend time in the gym more than I spend with God. I'm being real transparent, honest here. Like I was in the gym like all the time. I felt like my gym became my God almost, in a sense, with like not like directly, but like I felt like the gym was starting to take a toll on my life. So I did this thing. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna go to the gym for a week. I have to spend time with God. So if I don't spend time with God, I'm not going to the gym. And that didn't work because I still went to the gym. Although like I threw myself this challenge, I still went to the gym. Like I still made excuses and stuff. And yeah, like I was living a normal life. Like I'm not like, I wasn't out here doing things that I used to do anymore. Like I'm not the type of person to like party or drink, so like that was never a problem for me. Or like do other stuff, but those other things that I was doing that I knew was not right, so like I wasn't like doing that anymore. But yet I still couldn't find time to pray, or a time to like, you know, read my Bible and stuff. And my teacher, even we did this behavior change thing in my class, right? And my teacher was like, pick a behavior change, you know, like what part, like what aspect of your life did you want to change? So a bunch of people, of course, was like, you know, working out, eating right. And I'm just like, honestly, like I do that all the time anyway, so like it won't really be effective. So I was like, you know, let me change my spiritual wellness. That was like a category, right? Sorry guys, someone's like texting me. So like the goal for me was to like kind of read my Bible every day and stuff. So I went out, you know, I bought like a new journal. I was so excited for this journey. I had an accountability partner, my friend, shout out Lexi. And you know, I got like books to read. Like I was pumped for the first week, you know, I would read a Bible, I read a Bible verse, like, you know, I was like, yes, Jesus. Like, and this, like, it was like a 90-day challenge, right? I was like, I can do this 90-day challenge. And like, you know, they say it takes 21 days to kind of like get used to behavior. I can do this, you know. I was like, I was it, you know, I was in it. But you know, I kind of fell down, and like the books that I bought, I only read like what, like a page or so, and I got consumed with a bunch of things again. So then, you know, my walk with God has just been like all over the place. Like I would really try, like, you know, I was starting to lose interest in like church and stuff, you know, like I would really try, and it's kind of like, you know, I'm just like, you know, I don't want to hear it, you know, I'm just like over it and stuff like that. So and I felt bad because I felt like since I've been away from God too long that I only went to God when I needed something. I'm just being real with y'all. I only went to God when I needed something, and like, you know, God will come through and stuff. But it got to a point I felt like, sorry y'all, but it got to a point I felt like he didn't like love me anymore, and he didn't like he was just tired of me. He was like, y'all, what you doing, sis, you know? But the crazy thing is my friend reminded me of the love of Christ, because with him, he would like, you know, call me and stuff like that. Like I wouldn't answer and stuff, but he would still call me all the time. Although I wasn't answering, he was still reaching out, he was still pursuing me. He was like, not pursuing me like in a romantic relationship, but like, you know, pursuing, like trying to check up on me and stuff like that, texting me. And when I did answer, he was like, you know, he was all welcome, open, loving, and all that stuff. And yeah, he would sometimes like pull my ears a little bit, but he was loving. And it kind of reminded me how the love of Christ was like, no matter how astray or no matter how far I think I've gone, at the end of the day, God still loves me, and he's still like, you know, pursuing me without me even noticing. And it was just like little things that kind of like, you know, showed I think God's love and, you know, his manifestation. So, you know, that happened and stuff. You know, I'm still figuring out things 1 2 1 2, and come to this Sunday, rededicated my life to Christ. So I was supposed to wake up to go to my home church, right, in Maryland. I was like, I'm gonna surprise my mom, whatever, right? But I was like, you know, I was so intentional in doing that, right? So, but then like there's this church that one of my I would say sisters in Christ was posting on Instagram, like, you know, and I'm just like, I really need to check this church out, because, you know, I've been saying I was gonna go, but I was like, okay, this Sunday I'm not going to this church, because I need to go to my home church to kind of see if you know, to surprise my mom, like, hey mom, I came to church, yay. So, but then like I fell asleep, like I overslept, and by the time I woke up, like it wasn't like it was time for me to like, I couldn't make it home. So by the time I woke up, when I drove home, like my mom would already been left for church, and like, you know, the surprise would have been ruined. So I was like, you know what, let me just go to the sister in Christ I was talking about. Her name was Sabrina. I was okay, let me just go to Sabrina's church, right, just to see. And like I just had that feeling in my heart. I was like, God, this has to be for a reason. This has to be a purpose that you want me to go to this church at this certain time, you know, like it has to be like, I feel like this is like something you've planned. Like I have to be in this space, be in this moment, like it's for a reason, it's for a purpose. Like I can't even think about it, but it was just like I had so much a high expectation going into that church service and stuff. So I go to church, you know, everything is like cool. Like I enter the church, but like I'm not a hug person, but like everyone was hugging me. I was like literally I had like a bunch of hugs, like 5+ hugs before I sat down. Like, oh my God, welcome, oh my God, welcome. I was like, yay, you know, like it was like awkward. It was like weird for me, like, you know, because I don't really hug people like that, but like it was just a nice feeling of like, you know, loving and stuff like that. So I went to church, you know, they're worshiping and stuff. Like I'm not like I'm not like doing anything crazy. I'm just like, I'm more, when I go to a new place or a new place of service, I just kind of like just observe what's going on, and, you know, just still like, you know, worship God in my own way, just standing there being silent, you know, being, you know, just feeling the spirit and stuff. So I was just standing there, you know. Things, it was different for me because like coming from an African church, you know, is a whole like yeah, and like, you know, like an African American church, like this totally different. And it was something I've used to because I attend a church on campus called Life Church, and it's kind of like an African American church, so it wasn't anything that I was used to, but like something about this church felt different, right? So, you know, the pastor preaches and stuff, you know, I'm like, wow, like I felt like the pastor was, you know, like speaking to me. I was like, okay, you know, snaps, whatever. And then like it comes to a point, the pastor like, you know, says, you know, come, like if you need prayers, whatever, you know, come, whatever. And I felt like I should have went up there, right? But then like I stood, I was like, nah. I was like, but then I had this expectation. I was like, God, I know that I didn't come here just to kind of like to leave here the same. Like I wanted to leave here a different person. Like I wanted to, like, I'm tired of just like, you know, saying like I want to get close to you. I'm tired of saying, because I wasn't been saying like, you know, I need to take out, like you need to like, you know, get back to the way I was. But then like I kept on pushing it, and I was like, I'm tired of like, you know, saying it, like I just want to just be about you all the time. And like social media was playing a huge part. Like I could be on my Instagram for like hours, right? So I was just tired at that point, and I knew the spirit was kind of pushing me to kind of go. But you know, like when you're stubborn, I was like, nah fam, like I'm not going. So I stood there, and then like, you know, the pastor was praying for everyone individually. I was like, dang, I should have went. I needed that prayer, you know, but I didn't go. And then like it got to a point, the pastor was like, so I'm gonna call for 3 things, right? Rededicating your life to Christ, if you want to get saved, or if you want to join the church family, right? In the beginning, it was this one girl that went, right? I was like, oh my God, yay for her, right? And then like something was like pulling me, right? Literally something was like, girl, you better go up there. You need to rededicate your life to Christ. This is the moment for it. And then I'm just like, I need to step out on faith and just, you know, rededicate my life to Christ and trust like God will kind of lead me and, you know, guide me and all that stuff, because I didn't want to leave this place the same, you know? And I felt a strong urge that I really needed to rededicate my life to Christ at that moment, to kind of like, you know, not like a start over, because my friend always told me that, you know, like for example, like when you fall, right, do you stay there or you get back up? So you might stay there for a while, but eventually you're gonna get back up. So with what, like how my situation was kind of like I fell and I stood on the floor for a long time, so I'm now getting back up. So I would say it's kind of like a fresh start, but I'm kind of like continuing where I left off in my relationship with Christ, so hope on to bigger and better things, right? So I went up there, and then the pastor gives me like a long hug, and like at this point, like I'm trying to fight back the tears because all I wanted to do was cry. But you know, I'm like, you know, gangsta, I'm not gonna cry, you know, I'm not gonna cry, like no. And then like it was like a bunch of, I hugged like I think 10 people. Like it was like a hug, welcome. They were so joyful, like oh my God, you know, like welcome, you know. And I'm just like, y'all, I need to cry, but y'all not helping and stuff. So after that was it, literally, like I just rededicated my life to Christ. And we went in a room, they got my information and stuff just to reach out to check up. And I remember just walking out walking to my car, and I was just feeling like, wow God, like we gonna start this journey again, and hopefully this time, you know, it's gonna be different, because I don't want to stay the same. Like I'm tired of doing things the same. Like I'm tired of, you know, like I want to see something, I want to see change, I want to see a move of God. So you know, I thought like rededicate my life to Christ, I'm gonna wake up in the morning like pray, read my Bible, pray for 6 hours, you know, like. And it's crazy because like I knew that's not what's gonna happen, but I was just thinking and stuff. And guess what, I woke up, I didn't read my Bible. I said a little prayer, you know, I think throughout the day, like I prayed, but it wasn't like, you know, like this moment that I had to like, you know, read my Bible and stuff like that. And I didn't beat myself up for it too much, because I realized that it takes steps, right? And yes, I'm gonna be more like really intentional about spending time with God, getting to know him. And the first thing I need to do is to delete my social media, my Snapchat and my Instagram. YouTube I'm gonna keep, because I want to keep kind of like track you guys on my journey and stuff like that. So I'm gonna delete my Instagram and my Snapchat for a while, because I need to get to a space where I feel like I'm not prioritizing that over God. And even working out too, I'm gonna be working out, but I'm gonna make sure that God comes first, because he's rescued me for some sisters, bros. He's rescued me from so many situations, and like granted me favor when I didn't even deserve it, and you know, it's just a bunch of stuff. So I need to, like, it's something I really need to be intentional about. And I want to be transparent with you guys, you know. Just because you rededicate your life to Christ doesn't mean like you're gonna wake up like this morning with like a little halo on your head, like you're gonna be like, Jesus, yes, like I feel like it's a journey, and I have to be intentional about it. And if you're out there, you rededicating your life to Christ, you have to be really intentional about it, to kind of like seek God, and you know, he's there. Just seek him, have the desire for him and stuff. And I'm just praying that, you know, this journey that I'm taking is going to be a permanent one. Yes, there's going to be some bumps and stuff on the road. I don't expect it to be like a smooth ride, you know. There's going to be moments of doubt, all that stuff, but I just want to really stay in the word of God, and you know, be about my Father's business, like literally. So I'm going to be off social media, so Snapchat and Instagram, but I'll be on here recording videos and stuff. Yeah, I have a lot of things I need to deal with, like forgiveness, to learn how to forgive and all that stuff. So just tune in. If you guys really enjoy this video, let me know if there's any topics or anything you want me to cover. But I'm just going to be basically sharing with you guys on my journey. I've rededicated my life to God, Christ again, my journey, things, you know, and things like that. And I hope that my story can always help someone. Like, it's not too late. God still loves you. Don't feel like, oh, you've been too far gone, he's not there. He still cares for you. He still loves you oh so much, you know. So just be about your Father's business and cut things out that are messing you up. Like, I think I still have Instagram. I'm about to delete it because I deleted Snapchat. I need to get rid of Instagram. So that's about it, guys. So thanks for watching. I know this was a lengthy video. I know, Mom May, why you gonna post this lengthy video? But I apologize. I feel like this is something that I had to say, and I hope it helps someone. Even if it helps one person, I always say that it blesses my soul. So yeah, thanks guys, and I'll see you on Beauty on a Budget Wednesdays. Bye.